And welcome back, guys. We're playing Mega Man 2 once again. I'm Krofis Plug, and you know, normally I do not think too much about who I fight, but in this case, we're gonna start with Bubble Man because I do not want to pick Crash Man. Normally, I go with Crash Man because I have his weakness, which is the air shot. But I don't feel like doing it because, well, as a knee tank. How many... Also, I should probably try to conserve the amount of metal blades that I fire off in one go, because they are the weakness to Bubble Man since there is no electric weapon. No, I'll just make a quick save state here if I remember how. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. I think I figured out how to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're just gonna play fuck. Yeah, I did it right. Alright. We're gonna completely do this by ear because I don't remember the timing. And we somehow did it properly. Okay, I do not like these guys. Not one bit at all. If anything, I'm just glad that I can eliminate them quickly. Let's fuel Metal Blade some more. Alright, going back to quick boomerang. Ah, fuck! Well, that was pointless. Should've just ran. Alright, and here's the beginning of the water level. Again, more as car goes. But, you know what? I think it's better for me to save my metal blades until I actually do need them. And, no, I don't want Flash Stopper, I want metal blades. Alright, as soon as that guy gets by, we're gonna kill him, take whatever he has to give, and then we're just gonna go down. Alright. You see those aquatic spikes? Those things are essentially the spikes of this level. You do not want to touch those. And those giant anglers? Well, their light is the weakness. And by light, I mean that thing. I prefer to use quick boomerang here because, well, it's a boomerang. If you miss, it'll come back. And yeah, there's really no other... Oh, I hate these things so much. I know how I was talking about conserving Metal Blade, but I really do not like dealing with these things. Quick save. If you're going to do this stage like I am, remember two things. One, well, the original NES does not have quick save states, so you're kind of fucked. And if you're gonna jump, hold down your down key while you're jumping. It will, well, a lot of people should already notice, but if you hold down while you jump, it will hold you down. Okay, that's just repeating what I've just said. It pretty much limits your jump. And you really want to limit your jumps in a stage like this where any slight mismovement can get you killed. And I really do not want to demonstrate that. Especially since... What? If you saw what happened to me, I couldn't just use my rapid fire button for whatever reason. And these crabs are very annoying. Normally I don't flash stop in this stage, but I'll just use it because I don't want to deal with these crabs. Alright, we hit the boss room. Switch back to Metal Blades. We're gonna do a little quick save because I don't feel like Well, it doesn't really matter, but here we go. Here is Bubble Man. As his name implies, he shoots bubbles. He's not that hard, and yeah, you can just easily spam Metal Blades to death. He's one of the best secondary bosses that you can kill early on in the game, if you felt like killing Metal Man first. So, after killing Bubble Man, we get his weapon, the Bubble Lead. I honestly don't understand what that means, but I'll deal with it. Shoot man. Alright, I get a lot of ideas coming from this guy. He's supposed to be some kind of lighter. I don't like him, and here we go. This stage is actually rather easy. Well, at least for the first part. You don't actually need any special weapons. If you're good with jumping, and you have somewhat decent aim with the Metal Buster, you shouldn't have that big of a problem. Of course, that happens too. Where you know you're doing good, but then that one fuck up screws up your game. At least I have 3 extra lives. And I got my life back. One thing I like to abuse in this game is the fact that at any given time, you can only have 3 minor enemies at any given point of time. So I like to use that to make sure that there's nothing blocking my way. And if you're wondering why I took out Quick Boomerang, it's because, well, you can just destroy those things if you don't want to deal with them. Or you can do that. Wait, hold on. I have to stop for a moment. And we're back. Hold on, I need to change my brightness. Anyways, alright. Remember that discussion we had in the last part about how monster clipping was occasionally a good thing? That was a good example of it. And this is the first time we see the disappearing blocks in Mega Man 2. As you can see, not that hard. And this is the checkpoint marker. If you have it, I'd recommend having Crash Bomb out when you're doing the stage. However, since I don't have Crash Bomb yet, I'm just going to rely on my luck and jump over the disappearing rocks when they appear. Okay, I got very lucky there. Okay, I'm good. I need some energy refill. Of course, this comes back to parallel as something like Airman stage. You need timing in order to beat this stage. And then if you've ever heard the Airman is Invincible song, you've probably heard about these things at one point or another. In fact, they should be at the very beginning of the song. Of course, like what the song says, just use item 2 to jet slide all the way across. You don't even have to bother with them. This is the major reason why item 2 is so important. Of course, me being me, I just do that since Airman is not very hard for me to defeat. Ow. Okay, if it's still there, I guess I'll nope. Alright, let's keep going. And we made it to the boss room. Everything's looking good. Okay, so Heatman's weakness, if you have any idea how rock, paper, scissors works with Pokemon, is water. And the only thing close to water is Bubble Man's Bubble Lead. His first attack is always the three sparks. You can only hit him once with the Bubble Lead, just because he'll do the fire charge thing after he gets hit. But as you can see, he's not very hard. Just jump over his fire charge. We're going up. And now, we are going to get one of my least used weapons of the entire game. Atomic Fire. And this is our last special item that we're going to get from Dr. Light in this game. Item 1. I'll show you what Item 1 does, but before we do that, I'm gonna talk about what stage we're going to go through first. Anyways, it says we're going to get equipped with Item 1. Alright, normally I'd take down Woodman, but I like to save him for last because I don't know about you, but I don't use Atomic Fire that often. And that's mostly because, well, I'm not used to charging it and wasting a crapload of energy. In fact, the main reason why I go after Crashman is because, well, I like the way his bombs work, and shit. Alright, Metal Blades, do your thing. I'm gonna run. Again, if you really have to, manipulate the monster spawn so that you don't have to deal with all of those robots at any given time. Or make an opening for yourself. Alright, here's the first appearance in my memory of the Metars. As soon as they open up, use a quick boomerang. The quick boomerangs don't cost a lot of energy, and one good hit is enough to kill them. I don't need that health, but I'll take it anyways. Anyway, this is the first time we are introduced to these platforms. These rotating platforms are actually not that difficult. Well, this one. But the thing is, you're relying on the time it takes for the game to actually move you across. So, you may want to have a backup plan in case something goes wrong. Now this is the most convoluted thing I've ever seen. If you're a my tip is, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna tackle Crashman, beat Metal Man first. His metal blades that are omnidirectional, they are so useful in dealing with these things. And there's an extra life, but I don't feel like getting it. So we're just gonna go up. And I believe this is the checkmark. Once again, this thing from Metal Man stage. If you're wondering why that platform is there, you'll understand in a moment. But first, we have to climb a little bit more. Alright. Quick. See? That Mentor shot. It hit me, but I was lucky and managed to hit that platform before I completely fell down. Alright. Right now is a good time to switch to Metal Blades, because you definitely want to have Metal Blades out. Sorry if I don't talk very much in this part, but it's because I'm focusing on not getting hit by those stupid birds. As you can tell, once again, we're gonna have to deal with these angry birds and their stupid eggs in Crashman stage. I'm going to need that health up. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna jump to the other ladder. And I'm gonna go down to respawn the enemies. Of course, there's not really much to talk about when you're thinking about the ladders. Alright, I'm gonna demonstrate to you what item 1 does. First, I'm gonna grab this E-tank. Item 1 is essentially a floating platform. And you're definitely going to need this at one point in the game. Alright, you see those propeller guys? They are annoying! Of course, you can grind them out for stuff. I personally don't like to. And that was very lucky of me. Oh, I got another life. And here's the boss room. Okay. Here's the reason why I really do not like fighting Crash Man. 2 reasons. One, his weakness is the air shooter. The second reason is, well, if you hit the shoot button, he's going to jump. Like that. But it's a good thing I have the air shooter with me, because I can lead him into doing that. Of course, without the air shooter, you might be in for a very hard boss fight. In fact, it took me 2 E-Tanks once just to kill him with just the Mega Buster. And now, we are going to get one of the most useful utility items in the entire game. Crash Bomber. And now, all that's left, Woodman. This giant tree trunk has nothing on us. I like Woodman's music, but it's not as good as Crash Man's in my opinion. Okay, more of those bats. As you could have told from the previous segment, they either they open up by themselves, so what you want to do is make them unleash themselves before you start attacking them. Otherwise, your attacks won't do anything. These fire cougars, I have no idea what's the most effective weapon to use against them. Bubble, misses, well, plasma shot, horizontal, perfect. Let's try metal blades. Oh. I guess I should have just switched to Boomerang. Yeah, Boomerang is much more useful and does not cost me as much energy to use. And now I'm down to half health. This is a very bad sign, because I do not remember where the halfway point is in this map. So I'm just gonna hope that I reach Woodman's point in the boss room in a moment. Because I really do not want to use an E-Tank in here, especially since they're so rare in and of themselves. Any amount of help is useful right now. I think this is the second... I think this is the checkpoint, but I just save stated just in case. Alright. Gorilla guys. Not friendly. Fuck. What? Oh well. Let's see how much I have. Of course, minimize the amount of things that you're going to use in this stage. Alright, I'm gonna try... yeah, let's do this with Quick Boomerang. I forgot that he will jump. Those preemptive jumps will make you fall down if you miss them. So try and trigger him as quickly as possible, and then move that ass all the way across. You do not want him to rape you and then force you off the platform. Otherwise, his jumping segment's perfectly simple. Oh, I forgot what was down here, but those rabbit things, they're carrot bombs. Those things are evil. Those are the work of the devil, and I have 5 lives somehow. I don't even know how I got that much. Maybe I've just been fortunate. Alright, since we can, and the stage is designed in a way that makes it useful, bubble leg. you're wondering why I'm not using... If you guys are wondering why I don't particularly use Atomic Heat, well, I have two reasons. I already explained this, so... And also... That's the difference. It's a fireball. Fuck. Time stopper. And that was completely pointless since we were almost at the boss room anyways. Oh well. And now, this is where we first meet Woodman. And I'm not even gonna bother trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill him right now because my health is way too low. See? Alright, my favorite strategy is to use the Crash Bomber for two reasons. If you hit one of those leaves, it will trigger the explosion radius, which will allow him to still get hit. Of course, I'm using the special key, which allows me to spam. So, dude, I can't explain anything. But if you can't hit him with the Atomic Fire, use Metal Blades or the Crash Bomber. Crash Bomber will hit through his Leaf Shield, and Metal Blades, well, dude, metal cuts wood, as seen as used by foresters. And now this is our last weapon of the game that we're ever going to get, Leaf Shield. And this sound will signal to you that it is time to do the Wily stages. His saucer, his weird 8-bit image, and there is his castle. Or fortress, whichever you want to call it. Now, let's do the first part. Okay. You see how I have everything filled up? They're not gonna last that way for long. Ooh, free life. Anyways, in this part of the game, you have to conserve weapon energy like a monster. Because once you use it, chances are you're not going to get a second chance. And now we're going to use more of Item 3's wall crawling. If you really have to, use those things as monster spawners and then just kill the shit out of those squiggly things. I kinda fucked it up there, but you get the idea. Oh, got another free life. Of course, those squiggly things do not last very long, so take your time. So don't take your time to destroy them. Also, another free life, damn. Also, I probably shouldn't be spamming Quick Boomerang like I have been, because, well, that's the weakness of this area's boss. 7 lives. I got myself... God damn it! Yeah, you can't get rid of item 3 until it scrolls off screen, which has unfortunate implications if you somehow manage to fuck it up. Of course, me being a lucky son of a bitch here, I get enough energy to refill a crap load. Again, if you side scroll far enough, you can make these things come back. And like the torch guys in Quickman stage, they will be your best friends if you're gonna have to grind out energy. Yeah, I can risk taking a hit. I'm not going to refill Quick Boomerang because it does not take very much energy to use. And now, let's use item 3 right. Well, sort of right. I just need to get that 8th life. Fuck. Alright. Once you jump, it will go down, so be careful. This guy is so annoying! I don't know about you, but I've already gotten sick of that thing. This stupid shield is so annoying. I'm just gonna guess that they're called Buster Joes. Because something was created in their likeness in Mega Man 3 called Hammer Joes. Alright, this is the single most frustrating part of this entire stage, so I'm gonna make... hold on. Taking out item 1, we're gonna make a quick save. Alright, as you remember from Crashman stage, how I used the propeller platforms in order to get to my E-Tank and back up, you have to make 1, 2, 3, and jump across. No one will tell you that. Nothing in this game tells that you have to do that. You have to figure that out on your own. So if you're watching this and then you learn it from me, congratulations. Now you've learned how to finish that part of the stage. Quick save here because I don't like to come all the way back here from the beginning. Another difference between the Wily stages and regular stages. Unlike regular stages which have checkpoints every other occasion, the Wily stages do not have checkpoints. You want to get up to this top platform as fast as you can because, as you can tell, that fire knocked me down to the second platform. And if you couldn't see my icon for some reason, I have no idea why it's blinking on my screen either. Alright, in the next part, we are going to take on Wily's Castle Part 2. But until then, I think this is a good time to end the part. So I will see you guys in Let's Play Mega Man 2 Part 3. Now how the hell do I make a save state again?